Hello again. We'll continue with part four. I think we got to part four now. Sorry, I had to leave for a while, and then yeah, because of I'm between emails and between other work and then this revision as well. So right. So let's have a look at part four. I think we got to week seven. I think it's week seven. Yeah, week 7 and 8. Right? Yeah. I think we got to week 7 and 8 now. Week 7 and 8, because week 7 and 8 are just two parts of the same topic, which it's a very important weeks, and where we will discuss the database normalization. Okay, database normalization. Right. The main thing we will be talking in the main 2 points actually discussing in this part is the functional dependency. Functional dependency. Okay, I just made it, I think. Okay, functional dependency. What do we mean by the functional dependency? If, for example, it's an attribute defining another attribute. So in this case, I can say that A defines B, or I can say B depends on A. So either A defines B, or B is dependent or depends on A, right? And also we will discuss the normal forms. So this is the first important thing, and also we will talk about the normal forms. Also very important. Actually, let's work backwards. So I'll discuss the first normal. I'll discuss the normal forms first. We do have a first normal form. So, but I will discuss the normal forms first. That's another sentence, and we will also discuss the functional dependencies after. We'll do something like that. Anyway, so we'll start with the normal forms. What do they mean? Normal forms are part of database normalization. It's forming more tables, but keeping your database normalized to the minimum. Okay, and we have so many types of database of normal forms, but I think in this topic, I think we've discussed five normal forms have been discussed, which are the first normal form, second, third, boys code normal form, and the fourth normal form. We'll start with the simple one. We'll start with the first normal form. Anything I'm saying and everything I'm saying in this part, or in this in week 7 and 8, is very important. You can ignore the rest, but what I'm discussing in week 7 and 8, you need to really pay attention to. Okay, and again, when we discuss the normal forms, obviously, you're not going to get every single normal form, but there's a high chance you will get a question or 2 or 3, I don't know, regarding the normal forms. So we'll start with the first normal form. It's referred to as, if I can write a straight line, ignore this. It's 1. Okay, can't write now. Okay. First normal form is referred to as 1 in F. So that's first normal form. Now the condition for the first normal form, we need to have a condition. The condition is that the domains the domains, which are the values in the table, the domains of all attributes of all attributes are atomic. And we discussed what atomic means, which is very important, meaning that all the values of the attributes must be atomic, meaning they cannot be divisible. They should not be divisible. Atomic, it's meaning that we cannot have a divisible value, okay, as we discussed before. Let's take an example on this one. Let's say we have a table that has a student ID, okay, student ID. It has a course and that's a student ID and a course. And let's say maybe we'll add a department, okay. Department. Okay, so student ID, course, and a department. Or let's maybe sorry. Okay, well, that will be confusing with the department thing. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, we'll have the student ID. Okay, we'll have an ID. We'll have a name, and we will have course. Okay, I think this will work out better. Maybe we'll try. If it doesn't work, I'll change it. Okay, I think it should work. Now, so let's say we have a couple of students whom IDs are 1 and 2. So this student is A, and this student is B. Okay, they have a unique IDs, right? And let's say this student A, studies IT 244, and student B studies CS 140. Now the CS, as you may know, refers to the computer science department, and the IT is the information technology department. Okay, so now if you have a look at this table, it's a table. If you have a look at this table, it's not in the first normal form. Why? Because as you can see, we have attributes here that are not atomic. Okay, as you can see, they are divisible. I can divide these values, right, like this. So this is not a first normal form. To change this to normal form without losing any data, I may have to create 2 tables. The first table, for example, will have the ID with the name. Okay, the ID with the name. Just make them into a nice little table. Okay, ID and the name. Well, it's not a nice table, but yeah, I think it will do the job. And we can have another table. So we are dividing this table here into 2 tables, right? In this table, we'll also have the ID, but this time we'll have the course. Okay, we'll probably need more. I think this should be fine. Okay, right. The ID is 1 and 2, and the student's name are A and B, so that's easy. Regarding the second table, obviously we will have the ID name, the first ID having the course, but the course defines the college and the code itself. So student 1 studies a course that belongs to the IT department. Also, student 1 takes this course that has this code. Also, student 2 studies a course from the computer science department, student 2 is also studying a course that carry the code 140. Okay, that's it. So we converted this table that is not normalized. We normalized it into two tables, but is in first normal form. Okay, so that's the solution to this. Right. Okay, that is that. So let's talk about the second normal form. The conditions for the second normal form. First of all, the case that we work with has to be already in the first normal form. Okay, we take them into levels. So we cannot work on a table that is not in the first normal form. We need to convert it first into first normal form. So the condition that the table that we have, or the tables that we have, are already in the first normal form, and also meaning atomic as well, meaning also they have to be, so the data has to be atomic, right? And also the second condition is we'll introduce this introducing a new condition now. All non-key attributes, all non-key attributes depend on the primary key. Depend on the primary key. It's not a penalty kick. Okay, for those who like football, it's not a penalty kick. No, we're talking here about a primary key. Okay, so we have these two conditions. Let's take an example for that. Now, I think I do have an example here. Right. Okay, we have this example. If we have a student ID, right? Let's get this working. Okay, if we have a student ID, we have a session for the student. Okay, like let's say IT 244, and obviously, as you said, like in one course you can have many sessions. So this is a session for a particular student, and the room, the classroom, right? Okay, so let's put in some data. So if we have, for example, student 1 is in session 1 and at room A. Student 1 is also at session, for example, 3, but this time at room B. So this student takes 2 sessions for some reason, let's say whatever, right? And is at room B. Now, excuse me, I've got an important phone call, so I'm just gonna take it, and I'll come back to you. Just give me a moment, please.